If you think it's too late to start your YouTube channel right now, then you're completely wrong. If you haven't done your research on YouTube, then you should know that there are 2 billion subscribers and there are a billion watch time hours daily. Yes, daily. If you're ready to start a YouTube channel now, then here are some tips on how to start a YouTube channel. So the first thing you want to think about is having a niche. Do you have a niche? So if you don't have a niche, I would suggest that you do more research and try to find a niche for your business. The reason why you want to have a niche is so that you can create videos on a specific topic. For example, like a movie or television shows, they don't go for the general public or a general audience. So for example, let's use Power Rangers. So Power Rangers, the original one when I was growing up, I think you had to be 7 and up to watch it. So you already eliminated all the kids under 7 years old because of violence. Then, because it's a violent show, there are parents who aren't going to let their kids watch it at all. So you eliminated those parents or those kids. Then there are kids who probably think they're too old for Power Rangers. So let's say 13 and up. So basically, if you're watching Power Rangers, it's probably geared towards kids who like superhero stuff or superhero type genres and are between the ages of 7 and 13. So Power Rangers already has its niche, but because it has a niche, now it knows who its audience is. So now when it markets toys or the show or movies, they already know that they're marketing to children between 7 and 13. That's why when you're thinking about YouTube and going after everyone, it's probably going to be harder for you because your messaging will be too broad and it'll probably attract no one. So at least whenever you're niching down, you're attracting a specific type of audience who knows that you're trying to help them. So if you're here for instant fame or to become an overnight success, then this isn't the video for you. But if you're here to make money and you already know who your target audience is, who will buy your services or products, then this is the video for you. Like I explained before, niching down has its benefits because you're specifically targeting an audience. And because you know who you're targeting, you know what videos to make for them or what problems that audience has, and you're creating videos solving those problems. So if you're in a more saturated community like fitness, lifestyle, or beauty, then niching down will actually help you. The way you can niche down is by culture, by age, by gender, career, education. There are so many ways to niche down. Honestly, people come to YouTube for a reason. Most people don't just randomly go to YouTube to, I guess some people do, but a lot of people go to YouTube to solve problems. So the first time I went on YouTube was because of a problem. My problem was I had a traumatic haircut. I let my sister cut my hair, and then I went to the salon and that person had to fix it. So I ended up with a bowl haircut that I really hated. It was really short. So I went on YouTube to search something like how to grow your hair fast. During that time, there wasn't really a lot of videos on hair. And that's how I found Andrea's Choice. So I watched all her videos just so I can solve the issue of growing my hair longer, faster. The other reason why you want to niche down is because when you niche down, you actually have to be really specific when it comes to the problem you're solving and the keywords that you're using on your videos. If you're using specific keywords, it's easier to be found in the YouTube search. You don't have as much competition. There was a time when I was starting to, a few years ago, I shouldn't say a few years ago, it was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I started learning Korean, and I was searching for videos like speaking Korean for beginners or something like that. And that's how I found Megan Bowen. She was creating videos on her life, like living in Korea whenever she became like an English language teacher. During that time, there wasn't really a lot of videos being made on living in Korea as an English language teacher or learning to speak Korean, or I guess just living in Korea as a foreigner. So she didn't have a lot of competition, so it was really easy to find her. She was one of the top search results whenever I was searching. I mean, now it's like a saturated thing. There's a lot of people doing videos like that. But back then, since she was one of the first, she was at the top of the search results. Here's a bonus tip. Later, whenever you grow your channel, you can actually branch out of your niche or expand your niche just like Megan did, because she started off doing videos on her life in Korea, but then it started expanding into other opportunities. Like I think she did like interviews with some K-pop stars. She had clothing videos. Now she does videos on fitness because she won like a bodybuilding competition in Korea, and now she's married, so she incorporates her married life in Korea also. I mean, it's still niche because everything is still about her life in Korea, but it expanded a lot and gave her a lot of like opportunities business wise. The second thing you need to do before you start your channel is do some research. What does your audience need help with? So if you have a business, this is really easy. You only have to answer like 2 questions. Number 1, what do your clients always complain about? And you can create videos on that. The second thing is, what are your clients always asking questions about, or what do they need help with? And then you can create videos answering those questions. If you don't have a brand or business, you'll have to do more research because I'm sure you don't know what to talk about because you probably don't have clients or an audience at all. So since you're starting from scratch, your research will be a little bit different. If you already know what type of business you want to create and who your target audience is, then I suggest that you scope out your competition first. So if you're creating YouTube videos, then I would go to their YouTube videos or their blog post and try to see which video is the most popular. And you can do that by going to their YouTube channel, going to their videos, and then ranking them from popularity. So when you look at the most popular videos, then you know that those are the videos that people are most interested in. So you might want to check those out first. When you're watching and reading their content, you're not copying them. I want you to create something better than their content. So I want you to think about what could they have done better? What was missing from this video? How could you explain it more or better? You might be thinking, oh, I don't want to do the same thing as everybody else, or I want to be innovative and create my own thing, but you don't even have an audience yet. You already know that your target audience wants to know about this topic. So you should be creating videos on this topic to attract them. And then later you can ask them questions, do surveys or whatever, and create something different. But even if you're creating the same videos on the same topics, because everybody has a different learning style, they may learn better from you than that person, because the way you teach is different from the way whoever your competitor is teaches. Maybe somebody who was watching that video really didn't get the answers to their questions, and after they watch your video, maybe they have more insight into that topic. There are so many people in this world. Not everybody learns the same way because we have different cultures, different educational backgrounds, just everybody is different. We all have a different style in the way that we learn and teach. Whenever you're searching for your competitors and the most popular videos on your topics, I also want you to think about the competition. Like, is it too popular? Is there too much competition? Are there too many videos on that topic? If there's a lot of competition, is there a way to niche down even more? For example, video editing. Since I'm a video editor, of course, I want to target the keywords video editing. But there's like 50 million videos on video editing. So I have to niche down more, and I can do YouTube video editing, IGTV video editing for webinars. So just think about niching down if you're in a very competitive field. If your topic is super niche specific and it's not really a thing on YouTube, you should probably create videos on why your topic is so important. Highlight the problems and the solutions, and do like a before and after so people can understand your topic more. So from your research, you should be able to write down a list of content ideas that you can use to create videos later. If you need more video ideas, then I do have a video on brainstorming video content ideas. I'll go ahead and stick it in the link in the description box below. But I'm also going to create a video on brainstorming content ideas for beginners. Like if you have no audience and you're trying to build from scratch. So stay tuned for that. So the third thing you need to do before you start your YouTube channel is get organized. Because If you're not organized, you're not going to stay consistent creating YouTube videos. You want to think about how often you want to upload new YouTube videos. You also want to create a video creation workflow so you always know what part of the video creation process you're at and when things are due. Whenever you have concrete due dates, you'll actually do what you're supposed to do. Like filming, writing scripts, whatever, you'll always know what to do to create videos. If you want a done for you video creation workflow, I have one for Asana. You just have to import it to Asana and then it's already done. So if you're interested, you can check out the link in the description box down below. Once you have a video creation workflow, you have to think about how can you make this easier for yourself? How will you stay consistent, or how can you stay consistent creating videos to make sure you meet that upload deadline every time? The first thing you need to think about is creating batch days. You can have a batch day for writing your script. You can have a batch day for filming multiple videos. You can have a batch day for researching topics. Think about creating batch days to make it easier to create a lot of videos at once. You also want to think about making video editing easier on yourself, because that's one of the reasons my clients come to me, because it takes so long to edit videos. For me, I can just batch those. I actually have a batch day for video editing because it's easier for me like that. So if you need help video editing, you can watch my video on how I edit my videos and how I make video editing easy. I'm gonna put that in the cards. I think it's right here above, and I'll also add it in the description down below. Also, to make it easier, if you have the funds, you can outsource stuff. There are a lot of things that you can outsource. You can outsource researching and brainstorming video topics to a VA. You can outsource video editing to a video editor. You can also outsource uploading your YouTube videos. I mean, whatever saves you time so you can stay consistent. The fourth thing you want to think about is optimizing your videos and your channel. You want to make sure that you're creating searchable content. You want to make content that your viewers want to watch, and you want to make content that can be found in the search results. Because remember, YouTube is the second largest search engine, and it's owned by the first largest, Google. If your content is searchable, then you'll be able to be found on the Google search results and the YouTube search results. To be found in those search results, keywords are important. If you don't know what keywords to use, then try to write down all the things that are important for your business. Like for me, it will be video editing, YouTube video editing, maybe brainstorming content, things like that. So think about your business and the things relevant to your business. You want to be found for those keywords so that if people are searching for those words, they'll find you. The second thing you want to think about is, what do you want to be known for? What do you want your business to be known for? Or what are your clients searching for? One thing my clients could be searching for is a YouTube script template. So I want that as one of my keywords. For you, that could be sales copies for beginners, sales copy for landing pages, sales copy for product pages. Think about the things that you want to be known for. Once you have those keywords, you also want to research them in a keyword search tool, because maybe you can find other keywords or narrow down that keyword if it's too broad. You can use TubeBuddy, vidIQ, Tubic. You can even use Google, Pinterest, the YouTube search results. So type your keyword in any of those research tools and see what comes up, because then you can expand your keywords. If I typed in video editing, maybe I would find something like video editing for YouTube, or YouTube video editing for beginners, YouTube video editing made easy, I don't know, something like that. It'll help you create titles for your videos. Next week, I'm actually going to talk more about YouTube SEO and optimizing your videos. That video is going to be called YouTube SEO, the lazy way to get more views on YouTube 2020. So if you're interested, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when that video is uploaded. If you want more tips on optimizing your videos, you can watch everything you need to optimize your video in the cards above or the description box down below. The fifth thing you need to know is thumbnails are important. So I'm not really going to talk about thumbnails that much because I've made so many videos on thumbnails already. I'll go ahead and link those videos in the description box down below. And if I have any rooms, I'll put it in the cards above. But just know that thumbnails are important because it's the first thing you see whenever you pop up on the search result. What I wanted to say is, make sure that the most important text is on the thumbnail. You don't have to make it too long, and make sure that you can actually read it. The bigger, the better. I would actually say think like a magazine. So whenever you're at the store and browsing magazines, you notice text like flat abs in 5 minutes. Because yeah, I want flat abs in 5 minutes. So that'll make you want to skim through the article or actually buy the magazine. So think about that whenever you're creating the titles for your thumbnails. If you want to learn everything you need to know to create videos in 30 days, then check out the link in the description box down below. I'm going to go over everything from brainstorming video content to uploading YouTube videos. So if you want to start a YouTube channel now, first you have to find a niche, then you have to do some research, then you have to get organized so you can stay consistent, then you have to optimize your videos, and then finally you have to think about your YouTube thumbnail, because that's what's going to get people to click on your video. Honestly, even if you don't follow any of the tips that I give you, just get started. Getting started is like most of the battle anyways when it comes to creating a channel or creating videos. The first video is going to be the worst. The biggest regret that I have when it comes to creating my channel is that I wish I created it earlier, because no matter what, the first video sucks. It's going to be your worst video because it's a new experience. Every time you create a video, you're learning something new, you're gaining more experience, so the next video will get better and better. So if you don't take any of my advice, at least just get started, because that's the biggest part of the battle. So if you want to learn more about creating videos or branding your videos, then check out these two videos over here. So until next week, bye.